Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy J Rock. Today I'm gonna be hitting you with a little unpopular opinions tag. So all of y'all that make YouTube videos, go ahead and make a video on this, and feel free to answer these same questions. And let's get our unpopular opinions out there, so everybody could post in the comments how much they disagree with us. All right. So now this could be make it about your TV shows, your manga, your comics, whatever's your thing. I'm gonna keep it comics. All right, so let's get to question number one. All right, a popular series you just did not care for, you just didn't like. Um, okay, so it's gonna be an unpopular opinion. I'm gonna have to go with Sandman for real though. Like I was reading it, I was digging the art on volume one because it got Sam Keys. That's my boy right there. And then the writing just wasn't doing it for me. It was actually volume one wasn't too bad. Then I read I think volume two. I read like about the first 15 issues, and I don't know. I felt like they're trying to give me a history lesson, like a teacher trying to teach you something, and just wasn't my thing. Maybe I just didn't get it, but it felt like it was trying to okay give me a history lesson or something. It was I was like gotta cut that one short. All right, question number two. A series everyone hates but you love. You just digging it. I'm gonna have to go with Spawn. I grew up in the '90s. Spawn was a big deal. He was like probably the one of the top two or three popular characters. And I always thought he always had like a very cool look to him. It's pretty sick. And I know people say the Spawn series sucks and this and that. And yeah, some of them it has its ups and it has its downs. Like any Wolverine, Spider-Man, any long ongoing series, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and this is one of them. And this one tends to have more downhill than uphill. I haven't read the whole series. I think there's like 300 issues already, so I'm way behind. I could read issue 50 to 60, then I hop on from 100 to 120. So I skip a lot of stuff in between. It's a series that I still enjoy the character, so I still read it for the character. Question number three is a popular character that you don't care for, you think you don't like. I'm gonna have to go with Thanos. Woo! All of a sudden, he got a big fan base going. All of a sudden, that was sucks. Honestly, that was weak, weak. But yeah, he was one of those characters. I remember when the Infinity Gauntlet came out, they were pushing him back in the early '90s. They were pushing him, trying to make him popular. Nobody was digging them. Nobody was feeling them, and they were not for a lack of trying. They were trying to push and trying to make him Marvel's big bad, and he just didn't catch on. People thought he was lame. Also, could have been because the age I was, but not because I read that as an adult, and that story still sucks. It's like people were like, yeah, this was weak. He's crying over this girl. He's kind of lame. He just talks about how he has power in comics. Nobody likes a character like Xavier or Thanos. Those characters that they don't have fight scenes or anything. Their whole scenes is just like Xavier. He just goes like this and he's doing stuff, or in the art wise, it just looks lame. Or Thanos, he just snaps his fingers and stuff happens. That's not exciting to watch on the fucking panels. You know what I mean? So he was kind of whack. Then they try to bring him out in the video games. They try to make him the main bad guy you fight at the end. People still were like, that was kind of still wasn't that cool. And to me, honestly, I think I gotta give it up to the movies. The power of Marvel's persistence. We're gonna keep pushing this guy till you like him. Reminds me of The Rock. Remember The Rock? He sucked. Everybody booed him, and they kept forcing him on us until eventually 7, 10 years later, now you're clapping for him. But for like 7 years, people were booing him, and they kept trying to make him the popular guy. So once it's like music. They play it a million times until you like it. And after watching the movie, I honestly think he's pretty cool in the movie. He's kind of badass. I was digging him in the movie, not in the comics. I think this is one of those situations where the movie version is better than the comics, which that's rare. It's usually the other way around. But here I think it's that way. Also, if they made that story from Infinity Gauntlet, if they made it exactly like the comic and the movie, people will be clowning on them. People will be clowning on Thanos. Marvel will lose its credibility. That movie will just not be good. It'll be Batman Beyond or was it Batman Beyond on the '90s movies with Val Kilmer and all that? That's what that would have been. And luckily they were smart enough to know, you know what, this is a no-go. People didn't like the comic when it came out because the story was lame. We can't reuse that story on the movie. We gotta switch it up. And they did. Alright, popular run you don't like. Wait guys, I'm gonna have to take a drink on this one. Some monster with some tequila up in here, you know. Haven't mixed that in a minute. Been a while since I've done that. Um, I'm gonna offend a lot of people here again. Some people gonna feel bad. They're gonna get their feelings hurt, but I do not like Hickman's Avengers. Damn. There, got it off my chest. Got it off my chest. That storyline felt. I know a lot of people love it, and it felt kind of like very wordy, very dialogue heavy, like the old school, a lot of talking and stuff, like the old school 80s comics. And then there was a lot of crying, like, oh, we're just not strong enough, we'll never win, we need the help from X-Men, we need the help from our own enemies or the villains, and we just need more help. And then 10 issues later, we need more help. 12 issues later, just a little more help. Like, they just keep getting deeper and deeper. Like, that group keeps getting bigger because they keep needing more help. They just can't handle their shit, you know. They just need more backup and more backup and more backup. So it just makes them look weaker and weaker and weaker. It was the same thing with the Infinity Gauntlet. The Avengers just keep needing more help from Warlock, from the Guardians, from the X-Men, from Spider-Man, from everybody. Silver Surfer. And that's how it seems to be a thing with the Avengers. They're never good enough and they always need the whole Marvel Universe's help. Every single title from every series in the Marvel Universe, all those characters needs to come in to help them. You don't see the X-Men doing that shit. They handle their own shit within their own universe and stuff. So that to me, that was kind of, it got repetitive and boring to me. Like, it's like, oh, still crying, oh, like still more help, like, oh, like you know, it's like can't take it. So yeah, that one, I was not feeling it. It had its moments where like the villains were pretty cool. I think they outshined the heroes on this uh run. I didn't even finish it because I just couldn't take it. I was like, I give up. But from what I did read, I was thinking the villains more. Doctor Doom was kind of badass. But yeah, that's gonna be my unpopular opinion as far as that goes. Okay, number five, a famous run or popular run that you're not interested in reading, that doesn't grab you, doesn't catch your attention or whatever. I'm gonna have to go with Ecstatics. I know it's X Force, so at one point I did want to read it because it was X Force, and it's like, well, I have to read that to continue. And then the people say that, oh, it's its own standalone thing. You could totally skip through that and go just to the next X Force. So I was like, okay, if that's skippable and it's not like a priority, then if it's an option, I kind of just skip it. It's not something I'm like eagerly wanting to read or pursuing or spend eagerly wanting to spend money on or wasting time on reading. So that's a series that I'm like, yeah, everybody talks about it, but I'm just not interested. All right, so those were my unpopular opinions. Let me know what you thought about them. Do you agree with any of them? And also, like I said, if you make a video of this, you know, hopefully everybody that watches this, and if you guys record videos, make a video on this. And if you do make one, link it in the comments down below because I want to watch everybody's unpopular opinions on stuff that I might agree with some of it. All right, then that's all I got for today. Check my descriptions down below for my Twitter, my Instagram, and also if you don't want to hit the links down below, I've been dropping the icons during this video, so it shows you what to search for in case you want to look me up on Twitter or whatever social media, and just type it in the way it spells right there on the screen, and I'll follow you back. And I guess that's it. Check you guys out next time.